Hey, people.
We're back.
It happens.
Yeah, it does. It does happen.
Even in the most unlikely of circumstances.
Yeah.
We can show up just like a Scrooge to ruin people's day.
Mm-hmm. That's who I am.
Or Jimmy Scrooge.
Yeah. I'm thinking, no, I'm just the guy that ruin people's days.
You getting that? You already locking that down for 2021?
I'm locking that down for the next decade. The hell with it. I ain't got nothing to do.
All right. Antisocial experience number 149. I don't even know what the title was. I forget.
I do too. Was something,
Latest great.
yeah, there you go. Like something, yeah. We could have just went with something,
Something, we'll do that next episode.
Yeah.
Something, Nick here with my co-host,
Jimbo. Jimmy. James. Well, James, if you want to make me a butler. I always felt like that. Yeah. The name
It's doable, man. Welcome,
yeah.
welcome to the latest episode, this week's episode of Antisocial Experience live show.
Live. It's like if I take my shirt off right here, I'm taking my shirt off right here, kind of thing. That's how live it is.
Yeah, well,
I'm not going to do that, but I'm just saying, in the case.
really? You're not doing it?
I'm not.
Do it.
Not today.
Do it now.
Not today.
Oh, all right.
It's cold.
It's funny about the Scrooge thing. I didn't even think that would come up just out of nowhere. But for our first story, which is, it's not surprising that something like this would come up.
Not from this guy.
No, definitely not. Let me go ahead and pull it up.
He's a dick. I'm just putting this plain and simple. I mean, that's what it is, man.
Howard Stern. Okay, so allegedly they're saying that he's a Scrooge. This is on Bing News, NY Post, both of which I don't call sham sites or legit or bogus, whatever. I would call them pretty legitimate sources for news. But anyhow, long story short, one of the engineers. Whenever they say engineer, I'm guessing maybe audio video engineer of the show. Longtime engineer of the show. His wife from 2013 on to 2018 was battling non-Hodgkin's lymphoma, and he approached his bosses, like the COO of Sirius or whatever.
Yeah, and how long did you say he was working there?
His career ended after like 33, 39 years, something like that.
That's a good time of your life to put into somewhere.
To put into somebody's show.
Yeah.
Not your show.
Right, somebody else's.
Somebody else's content. So anyhow, he approached them about putting up a GoFundMe to raise money.
Mm-hmm.
And they gave him permission to do it on the conditions of you do not mention the show, you do not mention Stern. Despite the fact, because of being part of the Stern Show and his name being known, associated with that, he did end up raising $73,000 for his wife's medical bills while she was fighting cancer.
Yeah.
But it just... Yeah, he ended up being banished to another floor by Stern, taken out of the show's scripts. Like when they write scripts to do bits on the air and involve people.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this guy was taken out of those, put onto another floor. When his wife did eventually pass away in June of 2018, Stern didn't even walk down to another floor to give his condolences. He did it by email. And this is all from people
And
involved.
she was in the same building?
No,
or he was in the same building?
Yes, and he did it by email. Tell me that's a pretty Scroogey move.
I'm not going to even tell you what I think of that.
Right. And I've listened to the guy over the years, and I probably still will. And he's like, what was his comment years ago about podcasting? He's like, when he was talking about podcasting, he's like, you could reach more people by opening your window and shouting out it. Which in some cases is true. I mean, it's a very true statement.
Yeah.
But then again, is it really? I mean, yes, he's on radio now, like internet radio. Sirius is more than internet radio, though. It's
pretty serious.
It is.
Mm-hmm.
You would think, going by the title.
Yeah. It's not just a clever name. It's like the shitty Beatles.
Shitty Beatles.
Jolly Green Giants and shitty Beatles.
I agree. So anyhow, yeah, that's pretty Scroogey. Artie Lang tweeted something about something to him. I don't want to click on
who's
it.
that?
Artie Lang, the comedian,
Yeah.
drug addict comedian. Yeah, he's done a lot of shit. He was on Rogan. He was a guest multiple times on Stern's show as well too. But he tweeted something about when all your ex loyal fans and whatnot hate you, or employees hate you, not fans, employees hate you, and you wonder why.
Right.
You know, well, there's why.
Right.
Shit like that, man.
Because you're a dick. Like that
know.
dude, that's not. No, that's so uncool to me. It's not even funny.
Yeah, the fact that somebody puts like,
dude, there's a respect level there. You know what I mean? Like you should respect him.
Respect, appreciation.
Exactly. You should respect him for what just even what he's done for you. He showed up. He's whatever for that amount of time. That kid, you know what I mean? You should respect him.
I mean, I couldn't even imagine doing this for like 33 years. And we have a tip or whatever, you do something I don't agree with, or I do, and you banish me to like sit in another closet off camera, but still mic'd up. Can't have you in the same room and talk to me. That'd be a shitty route, right?
Yeah. Yeah, that would be.
Oh my goodness.
That would be a good time.
And then family tragedy strikes. You know, you've been battling for years, but tragedy strikes. Somebody passed away, and you just you don't even text me. You have like family member or whatever, a friend text me and say, hey, Jim says he's sorry about what happened.
Right.
Get out of here. You kidding me?
Yeah, no.
That's a total Scrooge move.
No, that's a total disrespectful move is what that is, man.
But hey, if you're the king of all media and you're making money like that, I guess you can act and do how you want.
No, you can't.
I mean, there's a lot of shit said in the article that he could be worse than Ellen, because Ellen had a recent thing where she was, you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I do.
Like if there was ever an evil boss, it was her.
Mm-hmm.
I guess like the hallways had to be cleared out before he walked down them at some point.
Oh yeah, yeah. No, I'm gonna say he's an arrogant prick. I mean, I think so. That's my opinion on him. I mean, it is what it is. But I don't know, and that doing that, I don't know. That makes me dislike him even more.
If you would take and pull up all the stories over the years, it's kind of despicable.
Yeah.
But then again, who hasn't done something?
Oh, I mean, everybody's done something, obviously, but I don't know, to continuously, you got to break the cycle at some point, man. Flip the script.
No doubt. I concur there. You do something different.
You can't stay stagnant for your entire life.
I mean, he did, and honestly, Stern did do he did try to do something to not flip the script, but to be better. He went on AGT, America's Got Talent, as a judge for 4 seasons, to the surprise of his longtime agent or whatever and fans. He went and did a family-friendly thing when his show is as far from family-friendly as you can get.
Yeah.
If you ever heard the radio show when it was on terrestrial radio, yeah, watch out. And now that it's on Sirius,
He does what he wants. Yeah.
And I'm not going to say some of the shit's not funny. It's hilarious.
No, I do know. I'm not going to say it's not funny either. But I don't have to, you know what I mean? There's a lot of guys that people don't like that do funny things.
Watch out, Jim. Don't breathe too deep.
It is what it is.
I got a Red Bull here. I don't want you.
Don't do that. I don't even want. Yeah.
You want a drink?
No. Nope. I'm good today.
Anyhow, moving on away from the most Scrooge-like story about somebody I've heard in a long time since Scrooge in A Christmas Carol.
Yeah.
I don't know, where do we go? Cyberpunk. I'll talk about Cyberpunk. Cyberpunk 2077, a game recently released.
Finally released is what you should say.
Yes, finally released.
After how many delays? 3? 4?
I quit count. If they hype a game up to the extent they did this one, and then they delay it
multiple times,
I quit paying attention after the first delay.
I gotcha.
Till it comes out, I don't care.
Yeah, that's the best way to go too.
I used to be bigger into gaming, but as you get older, grow up, have a family, have more responsibilities, whatnot, I can't dedicate that much time to gaming. But I did download it, did get the game, playing it. It is pretty phenomenal. I only played probably an hour, hour and a half in.
Yeah.
And I'm going to say a half hour of that time was just building your character at the beginning. I could have went with a default, but the character design at the beginning, what you get to pick, like as far as eye color, eye shape, like you can make a pretty detailed character.
That's what my buddy was saying, and you can like do a bunch of shit with your guns too, I guess, right? Like,
Yeah, like it's a pretty nutty game. I dig it so far. If you're into gaming, check it out. It's a massive download, so have some good internet on hand to download this game.
Oh, is that how you bought it? You just downloaded it?
Yeah, like I didn't buy it.
Did you get it on your PC, bro?
Yeah, PC.
I see.
Yeah, it's on PC. I don't do console gaming unless it's like Switch or playing GameCube games on a Wii.
Right.
Like I go with old retro games and stuff, or emulating stuff on a PSP.
Yeah.
But no, definitely after however many delays, the game's finally out. Got it. A lot of people were talking about it, so you may have heard that name somewhere else. If you're not, don't follow the show or whatever. You may have seen it online.
Oh no, it was the talk of the town for a while.
If you know somebody into gaming and they don't have the game, they don't have it already, think about buying it for them for a Christmas gift. I don't think you could go wrong. It's not the cheapest game out there, but well worth the money invested. Another big, massive YouTube channel, Linus Tech Tips, did a review. They got what's it called? How do I want to say it? It's they got like a pre-release copy of the game to check out.
Yeah.
And they were doing 1080, 2K, or 1080, 4K, and 8K, playing the game at the different resolutions with high-end hardware. And you could see where stuff started to break down, like when a certain graphics card was at its limit and whatnot. So it's not no slouch. The company Project Red, I think, is who developed it. I think I'm saying that right. Yeah, they put a lot into it. But other than that, I don't want to bore people with gaming crap.
I don't think it's boring, but
Some people do, some people don't, man. I mean,
I know.
The way I am with games and pretty much anything is if I put too much time into it, that's all I'm going to do.
Yeah.
You know, like I will.
Oh, I do. I know.
Just devote too much time to it. So that's why I kind of put down like the gaming on PC. But I recently got a hell of a deal from a friend on a graphics card upgrade for my current gaming rig at home. And I'm like, I got that card. It's just going to waste. I got it at basically next to nothing for a decent upgrade. Yeah. Right. And I'm like, I got to try a game on it. So I got something out real recent.
Yeah, I used to game hard, like almost every night. Like I don't know,
console, right?
Yeah, PS4. But like since I moved, I'll bet you I haven't played a half-hour video game since I moved in 3 weeks.
Damn, son. What type of games do you get into?
I'm into like my favorite game series of all time is Metal Gear Solid. Any Metal.
They're good games.
They're the greatest games ever made.
Even the old ones, you like those?
Oh, yeah. Yes.
Did you buy any of the re-released ones?
Dude, I have everything. I have a whole case full of just Metal Gear stuff. An entire, like, big whole case of...
Snake.
My brother buys the game side of it, and I buy the action figure side of it. But, like, Japanese figures, statues, I mean, you name it, dude. Like, there's a full Metal Gear shrine in my house.
So there's a whole world of Metal Gear out there, you're saying?
Oh, my God, yeah. I mean, there's how many games? Like... 11 or something total.
Yeah, I don't know. What was the most recent one?
Well,
the Phantom Pain.
Well,
the
Phantom Pain's the most recent one. That's a real Metal Gear game, and then they went after Hideo left Konami because they split right in the middle of the making of that game, and you can tell that game. If Kojima could have finished the Phantom Pain, it would have been the greatest game you could ever play.
Right.
I'm not joking. Like the controls, everything, it would have been the greatest like third-person shooter open world you would have ever played. Because I still play it to this day. I put like 3 years into that game, and I'm not joking because it shows me. But he left halfway through, and then
who was that? One of the main developers.
The guy that created Metal Gear. His name's
so he took off partway through.
Yeah, because Konami was screwing him over on something.
So he's like, I'm taking my property with me.
He didn't take his property. Konami owned it.
Oh, so they owned it.
They finished Metal Gear. They finished the Phantom Pain. It comes out, and there's like not even a real good ending to it. But then the next year they come out with this thing called Metal Gear Survive, and it's like has nothing to do with Metal Gear whatsoever. It's basically you get sucked in a wormhole and you end up in this zombie apocalypse, and that's it. And you fight. It has nothing to do with. There's no sneaking. There's no snake. There's nothing to do with it. It was throwing the Metal Gear into game name on the game to sell, and it's complete trash.
Who did this now?
Konami did.
And it's just
It's garbage. It's garbage. We owned it just for our display, but neither of us have put it in nor downloaded it because it's trash.
Yeah, it sounds like it.
It's bad. It has nothing to do with Metal Gear. Like I said, like you're on the mother.
Don't you hate that when companies do that?
Badly.
And it's like
It was literally just to sell it because it was, you know what I mean? Like they could have sold that game without the Metal Gear franchise attached to it at all.
we're gonna get this group of monkeys. We're gonna give them bananas, typewriters, and a tire iron. Let them bang out a product, and we're gonna put Mario's name on it because it'll sell.
Mm-hmm.
Super Mario.
Yeah, that's basically it, dude.
It's like, or not Mario, whatever.
Yeah, no, but no, that's basically what was going on there. But yeah, that's it.
Yeah, I hate when companies do that, and
Yeah.
it just you can end up with some substantially bad products. And not okay. I'm gonna send some people out there somewhere on the internet. I don't like. I mean, I do like obviously recommending people if they have quality content, but I don't try to shout people out that have massive channels to get noticed or anything like that. I just send people there if they have great content or it pertains to what I'm talking about.
Mm-hmm.
One such thing of where you had a lot of shit products and you still do when the iPod came out. Do you know how many pieces of junk came out that were like trying to be ripoffs of the different generations of iPod, whether it was the original iPod, the iPod Classic,
I can just imagine.
iPod Nano,
Yeah, I can.
Shuffle. Yeah. I mean, and some like
yeah.
Lego made one, Nerf made one. Craig, a guy's name is a
Yeah.
company that made
Yeah, they make stereos and stuff.
right
Yeah.
an iPod look alike,
Yeah.
and they're all horribly bad. I don't have mine here. I do. It's on the other side of my green screen. I'm not going to pull it out. But when you feel an iPod, an original one, or like even like this fifth, 5.5, 6, 7th gen iPod Classic with the click wheel and the little 4x3 screen, yeah, they're great. There's nothing that compares to it. But all those crazy things, and that channel that. The channel that does do the stuff about iPods and the junk ass MP3 players from the 2000s on up,
Right.
is called Dank Pods. Yeah, it's pretty good shit. He headphone reviews, MP3 player reviews, does Patreon videos. If you want to pay him like $1 a month, you can watch all his extra videos. Go check it out. Dank Pods, DANKPODS.
Dank.
Right? I'm losing it here, Jim. Losing it. Oh, wait, it's not I'm loser. Let me say that right.
I know that role.
Anyhow, another tidbit right after the Stern thing today, after I found that article. Okay. I come across this one. Scientists have decoded how coronavirus attacks your lungs and whatnot, your respiratory system. They've decoded that, which you hopefully, with everything that's gone on with that during the 2020 Apocalyptics this year, is going to get them to nail down a better vaccine and whatnot. That would be ideal if they could do that, if they've actually decoded it. I didn't do research on it. I just read the headline, read a couple sentences, and boom.
Yeah. So speaking of vaccine, I had this party. Well, not a party. I had some friends over last night. The Gimme Gimmes had a pay-per-view event concert that I got. And we were watching it, and, something about the vaccine came up because we were talking about going back to shows, like just, how I needed to go back to a show. And my buddy Jafar is there, And he says, he's like, dude, they can poke me 14 times if it's going to get me back into a show. I don't really care. And I was like, you're really just going to let them like just walk up and just stick some illegal, like foreign substance in your body? And he turns around and he looks at me dead in the eye and he's like, you of all people, because you've never stuck something that you didn't know what it was or anything in your body. And I just stood there in kind of shock and awe. And I was like, well, when you put it that way, yeah.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. Yeah, I've definitely gone that route. Yeah, more than once. So, yeah. I can no longer defend that case whatsoever.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, I've been the lab rat sometimes. It's like, well, if this works, it won't kill us. Jimmy, you try it. So, yeah, and it worked.
Jimmy likes it.
Yeah, Jimmy likes it.
Mikey likes it. It's got to be good.
Yep.
Now, you gotta wonder about that too. You think about how fragile the human body is. Like what makes us up as peoples, persons, and how fragile it is. And some of the shit people can do to themselves day in, day out for days, months, weeks, years, decades.
Yeah.
And it stands up to it. And then the simplest thing that can take, you know what I mean?
Oh, yeah, absolutely, dude. Yeah, I know exactly what you mean.
The abuse you can do to yourself, and the simplest thing will take you out. A hit to the head, right? Or a fall. You fall the right way. Get punched and fall backward.
Mm-hmm.
And then boom, you're done.
Yeah. But your body can take years and years of abuse of fucking foreign substances or, whatever you're doing, you know what I mean?
Yeah, fighting, working,
right.
you carrying shit you shouldn't be.
Yeah.
Pretty wild. But yeah, now I get the point.
Or like breathing stuff you shouldn't, you know what I mean? Like, breathing asbestos or something like that. And you like when you shouldn't be, like, just a bunch of stuff. I know it'll eventually catch up to you, but you know what I'm saying?
It all does.
Yeah, everything does.
That's one thing. You can't really escape life and the consequences that are kind of go hand in hand with life and living life and the shit that you do.
No, and that's, I don't know. Not that, and I don't want to say that there's anything wrong with like exercising and being healthy because I know it does good for people and yada yada yada. But I don't know. I never wanted to be one of those health nuts that like just ran around their whole life trying to be healthy, and then they end up dropping dead at like 63 anyway. And it's like, well, you just wasted your whole life just worried about not dying. Like, I don't know. I'd rather live, and then whatever.
That's something I think about all the time because I'm not in the greatest shape. I wouldn't even qualify me as being in good shape.
I'm in bad shape. I'll straight up say it.
that's I'm going to put myself in bad, if not.
Yeah.
Like I might be right below bad and kind of above worst.
Yeah.
Like, a notch or two above worst shape.
I know where that's at.
So, and I think about that like, boy, as you get older, it gets harder to do, even the simplest things. So imagine taking and getting in shape when you're getting older. There's got to be a point that which you pass that it's just going to be impossible.
Right.
If you make it that long.
Yeah.
To get in shape. I don't know.
Yeah.
I think about that all the time. Like, am I really screwing up here? Should I be in the best shape I can now so when I get a little older, it's easier to do shit?
But how do you know?
I don't know.
You know what I mean? You don't.
Got to trust all these health freaks and nuts out
I'm
there.
not even going to get in the word trust today. I don't trust anything.
Trust me, Jimmy.
Trust nothing.
Shit, man. I'm trying to think what else we had on the agenda. Apple. I mean, I got Apple news, but I'm famous for slamming on Apple. Just like they're good. They're not the best company. They do make great products that work how they're supposed to work when they work. Here I go, preaching about Apple again. But they do some dumb stuff that don't make sense.
Yeah.
I think they were forced to start including chargers. They already got rid of the headphone port on phones, right?
Oh, yeah.
Because of, the AirPods. They wanted to really sell that product with their phone, and they do work.
Yeah, but it still pisses me off.
They do work well with the phone, like when you have the AirPods or AirPods Pro or whatever. So they've recently taken the charger port out of their phones too.
Mm-hmm.
And they were shipping these phones and they didn't come with a charger. Well, I guess they were forced to include them for, I think, Brazil. They were legit phones were being made and shipped.
With no charger.
Well, no charger was coming in the packaging. Like,
Well, like, what were you supposed to do? You know what I mean?
Like-
Like it runs dead, and then what?
no, you got to buy your own charger.
Well, that's stupid.
Since when does a phone come without a way to charge it?
That's what
when
I mean.
You buy
That's-
a brand new
that's-
phone,
that's
honestly.
Stupid. That makes no sense whatsoever.
And just like some of the crazy stuff. I'm not even going to bring it all. I'm going to bring up one thing. What's the newest iPhone? 12?
Yeah, I think so. 12 Max or something like that.
Okay, so whenever that came out, I think iFixit did a teardown on it to show you what it looks like inside. It's just something they do. iFixit's a company that shows you and has tutorials how to fix stuff. You can buy tools to fix your electronics. They legit bought 2 of the same phone. I think another website did too. And all they did was swap the screens, and so much shit got broken on those phones. And Apple always maintains that they do it so that you have to use OEM parts.
Uh-huh.
Well, using the screen from a brand new iPhone 12 and putting that onto another iPhone 12, so much shit got broken on that phone and wouldn't work right. Yeah. And it's clearly it's not a matter of, we want OEM parts being used. No, it's so if you're getting you know what I mean? It's kind of like a strike against right to repair, like making it harder and harder for common, ordinary Joes like us.
Like they're doing with cars. Like they're doing with cars.
Yeah, and farm equipment.
Yeah, and everything else. You have to have a computer and this and that, just to even, yeah.
See, here's a funny thing about years ago, and you're old enough to remember this. I don't know if everybody...
Thanks for reminding me.
Yeah, I know, me too.
Yeah, fire away.
It's not easy being 19, Jim, you know what I'm saying?
No, it's not. It is not.
When you would buy a product that had electronics in it, and I'm not going to say 100% a refrigerator, but when you bought a TV, a big, like, floor model TV or radio, anything, you'd pop the back off, or before even popping the back off, there'd be a paper stuck on there, on the outside, inside, with a diagram of how the stuff worked.
Yep.
It wasn't proprietary company secrets that nobody could get their hands on except the people that engineered it. It was right there, and if you wanted to service your stuff and fix it, and knew how, you could.
Go right ahead.
That's not true these days.
Well, no, because it's all greed game, dude.
Yeah.
Everybody's gotten greedier.
There's that, and do you remember the warranty stickers on stuff? Warranty void if removed?
Yep.
Sony, Microsoft wouldn't fix your console if you had pulled that sticker.
Yeah.
Didn't matter whether you inside it or not. Even if that sticker started peeling on its own and showed a little bit of that void, and your stuff broke within warranty, you weren't getting it fixed. I'm glad that was finally outlawed. Like, the FCC rolled against that, like...
Well, yeah, because it's wrong.
Like horseshit, where you can't do this. You're not. That sticker don't mean nothing. Oh, yeah, good times, man. But Apple, not my favorite company, but they do make nice products that work well when they work.
They do.
We'll end it there.
Yeah, they do.
We'll end the Apple run on there. Yeah, I just, I don't know. I mean, I remember them years ago when stuff was easier to fix. It's not the case like today, Jim.
No, nothing's easy to fix these days, buddy.
Including our live stream. It's broken. All right, one other quick note. That was a joke. Bad joke, though. One other quick note I wanted to pull up. Oh, actually, you know what? I don't know where it was, but I saw a video recently. Here's another thing. And I'm not going to direct this to Apple, okay? But a bunch of iPhone workers recently, like their salaries went, or people manufacturing iPhones, building them, their salaries went unpaid, and they absolutely annihilated the plant where the stuff was being built. Like, and what it was kind of, here in the U.S., how you would compare those people to workers here would be like you're somebody working through a temp agency, basically.
Right.
Okay. When you're a temp and you go work at a job, you're going to be on a probation period, and basically they'll keep you there and work you and pay you the minimum they can.
Yeah.
Most times.
Yep.
For as long as they can, pay you that, because they're not having to pay a full-time employee. Now, granted, if you do good, you can get hired, yes, but you're not getting any benefits, anything. You're on probation. Well, what had happened here was Apple, there was two different, basically temp companies that had been hired to hire these people to build these phones, and
Yeah.
neither of them paid the people. Yeah. Yeah, figure that out. And I mean, these people were just, basically riding in full on like badass mode, wrecked the place.
That's fucking crazy.
It was, I'm going to say, like, I don't know where they're manufactured. I don't think anywhere exclusively, but overseas, like China, India, somewhere in that area is where the manufacturing plant was that they just annihilated.
Oh man.
And it's like, it's not Apple's fault. But like, then again, it is. You got people that you're having other people pay to manufacture. Check in and make sure.
Yeah, yeah. Like,
and if they're not paying them, well, you need to number one, pay those people. Number two, figure out why the hell the people you set up to pay them didn't pay them, and if they're not going to, get rid of them.
right.
Get somebody else in there that's going to do it. So, do you hold the company responsible?
Somewhat.
Yeah, I guess. You can't bring it all on Apple, though. I'm not saying they're the worst or best company. There's so many other companies out there that do worse jobs, that do better jobs. We're not here to rate each and every individual company. Anyhow, where are we at today?
I think we're about time.
About time.
Yeah.
All right, man, real quick, I want to run over this. Let me pull up. We had Howard Stern up for a while. Oh, yeah, we were looking at trending. But there was nothing interesting on the front, even trending on the front page of the internet. Okay, so here's the content we do. I always put this at the beginning of the show, but I'm going to do it at the end. This is the website. I recently changed a link to it today. You got some social media links here. Takes you to stuff for me, stuff for the podcast. And then if you click on this one, this will take you to where the actual audio version of the podcast is hosted. You can listen to all the episodes. If you want to subscribe, there is a way to do that. Or search for the name in your podcatcher of choice, whether you have an iPhone, open up Apple Podcast, or get Pocket Cast, which is a good app at the App Store. If you're on Android, Google Podcast, or get another one. Pocket Cast is cross-platform. It exists, I think, on Windows, Mac, iOS, and Android, the whole way around. Pocket Cast.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not a fan of them, though, because for a long time they had a free one with ads, and they had the paid version, and then they took and made the paid version free for everyone. So that the perks that I paid for, free.
Yeah, like you got ripped off, basically.
Yep.
Yeah.
They're like, forget your money. We're giving it to we're giving what you paid for to everybody now.
Right, and they're not giving you your money back.
You're right. And as soon as they did that, I stopped using the app, uninstalled it, and went back to another one that I'd paid for, and it's only gotten better over the years. But yeah, that's kind of, the people you have a voice in the matter. Mm-hmm. That's why if you didn't vote, you can't complain about what happened.
That's why I don't.
Exactly. But I did pay for the damn app, so I can complain.
Yep, exactly.
But yeah, anyhow, changes there. Look for, that's the podcast. Changes on the website. We're going to put up a little bit of some of the galleries of art that have been out for different episodes. So, antisocialexperience.com. If you want to see any of that, it'll be up later this week. Another change going to be happening. I have a page or two about ready to publish that are going to go up. So there'll be the art. There will be Dave's wall if I actually get that finished and content with it. That's kind of a supporter page. Anybody that's supported, shared, I can't say shared and listened. I don't know if I can find every single person that's ever shared the show. But yeah,
that'd be a little difficult.
People that have supported the show in a great manner going on Dave's wall. Without Dave, this show wouldn't have existed for as long as it has. And also, each and every co-host guest that's ever come on, thank you, as always.
Mm-hmm.
Without you, the show would not be here. And other than that, I don't know what else I was going to add. But yeah, check the website later this week if you want to. If you dig it, think about subscribing. Give us a like. Leave a comment.
Share, whatever.
Yeah, leave anything on the episode. Comment on it. Find us on Facebook or on YouTube. And if you do dig the show, do listen. Do one thing this week. Share it with one person that you think might like it.
That's all it takes.
What say ye?
What's that?
I said, what say ye?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
We doing it?
Do it, man.
All right. Have a good week, people. Stay safe out there. Let's get up to Christmas and then get on to 2021. Henry.
Send it.